Good morning, beautiful people. It's Melanie coming to you from the Outer Banks, North Carolina. This is my wall mural that I started painting last June. It'd be June 2021. And it was to this point in August of 2021. And I haven't really played with it much since then, just because once September and October came around, I spent as much of my time as possible getting sunshine before the winter came. And I had plans to finish it this year before Huckleberry's passing day, which was May 26th. So we got notification a couple days ago from our HOA, which we're a part of a community with an HOA. And it is against HOA rules and regulations to obstruct the outside of the building in any way. I understand as to why these rules are in place. What I don't understand is why did it take you until now to find out that I had this here? So we were talking 6 months since it got to this point, 8 months since I started it. The answer is because a woman complained. The same woman has harassed our family, taken photos of my children, and really gone above and beyond to try to make our lives as miserable as possible here. There's only one woman doing it. And the funny thing is she's moving. She won't even be staying or living here anymore. And she's not a local. She is somebody that comes and goes from Virginia, and that's fine. That's her journey. I had many neighbors who watched my process over the last 8 months. I can almost spit on the next porch over, and they would come out and actually watch me paint. My other neighbor that lives that way would come out and watch me paint. The people walking by that vacationed here were blown away by what I was creating, and they kept saying, "We're so excited to see what happens and how it turns out next year. We can't wait to come back to see what it looks like." This artwork brought beauty, love, joy, excitement to a community of people, whether they were local or whether they were vacationers. And it's a little bit perplexing to me that something you didn't even know was here, because it didn't bother anybody but one person that's obviously shown multiple times how much of a problem our family is to her. You would think that exceptions would be made, since rules and regulations cannot be broken. No exceptions are to be made this time. So I've spent probably at least, if not more than 50 hours of time painting this, while also being a mom to 3 girls, as well as a summer camp, second mama to our little friend that comes to visit and learns how to surf. And I did all of this while also doing all of the things that I needed to do as a mom. With mandalas, the biggest part of them is letting them go. The Buddhist monks create mandalas out of sand, little tiny grains of sand, and they use little tiny tweezers, and they move each individual grain of sand into one giant floor mandala that'll be 12 feet by 12 feet, even bigger. It takes them 2 weeks that they're working full-time overtime, moving these one little pieces of sand. And I guess the message in these tiny little pieces, grains of sand, that they are moving, it resembles and it reflects each individual person on this planet. Each little person matters. Each individual matters to create one giant collective, one community, one whole thing, one being. And so that's really what mandala is. It's these little grains of sand, and you design them and grow them and create this giant mandala. And when they're done at the end of the 2-week time period, they sweep it up and they throw it in a body of water. And they just say, our time is done, our message is done, and we're moving on to the next big thing. So with that said, I'm spending the next week finishing this, because it's not done yet, and there's a couple of spots that I need to do some gold trim around these petals in the pink, and then I need to do a pink trim on the petals in gold around the outside, and then it'll be completed. On March 3rd, we are hosting a gathering for people with probably some kind of food served. I always serve food, it's what I do. I want anybody and everybody that wants to see this artwork before it's gone to be able to come and see this artwork. You're able to go underneath it and see what it looks like from underneath, because it wraps around each individual plank. It's a really interesting piece of artwork, and once it's gone forever. I won't have prints of it. I won't have anything of it. There was talk about cutting the wall out and keeping the wall and having them rebuild the wall, which it's not a load-bearing wall. But if the HOA wants it gone that badly, I'm more than happy to make it gone. The best part is Chris will be building me a new wall after I have completed painting this one that is approximately the same size as the wall behind me, which I will then be painting my own wall mural on, which they can't tell me to repaint because it's not their wall and it's not their exterior. So with all of that said, I hope you're enjoying this mandala journey with me. And if something is coming up in your life that is being asked to let go of, let it go. Don't fight it. Don't resist. Don't even cry. Don't question it. Just trust that the universe has your back and that everything's going to be okay. No matter how much hard work and energy you may have put into the thing you were being asked to let go of, just let it go. It's so much easier. I feel so free. I feel so connected, and I feel better than I've ever felt before when it comes to releasing something like this. I know that karma is real. I've had my own experiences with karma. And I know that people that go out of their way to make other people's lives miserable will pay their karma in due time. If you're one of those people going out of your way to make other people miserable because you yourself feel miserable on the outside, well, I suggest that you might try a different approach to life and do whatever you can to make other people feel good. And in return, you end up feeling better yourself. With all of that said, I'm going to get started on painting today, and I'm going to remember that freedom is my second favorite F word. And I'm going to have a great fucking time doing this and finishing it and laughing and loving and being at peace with the decision that I have made. I want to wish you all a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, day or night, and find your nature and find your peace. So, with all that said, so much peace, so much love, and so much namaste to you guys. Adios, and have an awesome day. Bye.